This is Justin Williams, making another video. I'm here to talk about I'm here to talk about the Baltimore rappers dissing Donald Trump and etc. You got rappers like YG and Nipsey Hussle dissing him as well. I don't understand why these rappers from Baltimore, dissing Donald Trump, where he's talking about having sex with talking about he wanted to have sex with his daughter and stuff like that. What was wrong with Donald Trump? But this was like years ago. You know, just like the Hillary Clinton in South Carolina with his black female was throwing up a sign, what Hillary Clinton said back in '96. But majority of these younger blacks, they don't want to vote. They don't want to vote. They don't want to do nothing about it. That's the reason why Hillary and Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are getting all the votes. That's why they're leading, because a lot of us, I already voted already, so back in March. So I already voted already, but I'm not gonna tell you which candidate though. But a lot of younger blacks, they don't want to go out and vote. They just too lazy. They didn't want to go to all these Trump rallies and start fights and protesting and all that stuff. So they start throwing diss songs at Donald Trump. If you don't, like I said before, if you don't like the way Donald Trump speaks, if you don't like the way Donald Trump speaks about his policies, or Hillary Clinton speaks about her policies, or Bernie Sanders, then if you don't like the way Donald Trump or Hillary doing things, then vote for somebody to beat them. Just don't vote for them. It's that simple. If you don't like Donald Trump's policies or Hillary Clinton's policy, because I know a lot of younger blacks don't like Hillary, but they'll talk about her, calling her, they don't trust her, they're gonna talk. If you don't trust Hillary, then vote for Donald Trump. Like I said before, if you don't like, vote Bernie Sanders. In my quarter book, if you don't like Donald Trump, vote for Hillary or Bernie Sanders. If you don't like Bernie Sanders, then vote for Hillary or Donald Trump. It's that simple. It's easy. It's just like it's like putting a paper towel out the roll. So that's all I got to say about this, man. These people are crazy. This is my phone, stuff like that. The bearer. But like I said before, I'm being right about this. Just like I said before, find y'all something to do. Find y'all something that's better to do instead of just dissing Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump hasn't even done anything to anybody. So what? People vote for him. So what? It's not that serious. He's talking about building a wall in Mexico. So what? Because he's trying to get rid of the illegal immigration. That's what y'all want in America, illegal immigration. Like I said before, I don't have nothing against Mexicans, because I do have some Mexican friends, back in high school, I do have some, but after a while, they gone. I don't have a lot of friends, no way. But just leave Donald Trump alone. He's not bothering anybody. Like I said, for what he said back in 2006, where he said that I would have sex with my daughter was wrong, and I'm not supporting him on that. I'm not a Donald Trump supporter at all, and I'm not a Bernie Sanders supporter, and I'm not a Hillary supporter either. But like I said before, I'm not gonna tell you who I vote for. So, but find y'all something to do. Find y'all something better to do instead of just throwing out diss songs, going to Donald Trump rallies and stuff like that. They say they want to vote for Bernie Sanders, but they don't never get out and vote. For some reason, they don't never get out and vote. They don't. They just want to sit around protesting and fighting at Donald Trump's rallies, and they don't never do that to Hillary's rallies or Bernie Sanders rallies. But for some reason, they want to go to Donald Trump's rallies and start protesting, fighting, like it's a party, like it's a get bucket crunk party, like from 3 6 Mafia or Pastor Troy's party. Fighting at Donald Trump, fighting and protesting at Donald Trump's party is not going to get you nowhere, because what Donald Trump does is probably Donald Trump is a millionaire, a billionaire, each one of them. You know, he's a millionaire. You know, he has Trump. He has a Trump hotel in Las Vegas. He has a Trump Plaza in New York. You know, Donald Trump makes a lot of money. He makes millions. He's a billionaire. He makes billions of money. I don't know if he's a billionaire or a millionaire. I don't know. But find y'all something to do. Get a job. You know, get a job. Do something that's gonna better y'all community. Especially the black community nowadays, where it's so messed up. It's so messed up in Chicago and Baltimore and LA. That's the only three cities they don't have nothing better to do. Everybody else, I know a lot of cities that have a lot of crime rates. They don't go around in Trump rallies fighting for no reason. They got something better to do. I'm talking about Chicago, Los Angeles, and Baltimore. They the only cities they don't have nothing better to do. All they want to do is start crimes. All they do they start black on black crimes and all over the place. You got Bloods and Crips spreading. You got Bloods and Crips killing each other every day, left and right, from California, not just California, not just Southern California, not just LA, not just Southern California like LA and San Diego. You got Bloods and Crips. You know, they don't spread throughout the country. You know, because of the drug epidemic back in the early '90s. You know, because they don't spread throughout. You know, Pittsburgh. You know, Little Rock, Memphis, Nashville, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Dallas, because Bloods and Crips, you got Bloods and Crips in Dallas too. That's why I read up on it. That's why I heard. So Bloods and Crips don't spread throughout the country ever since the early '90s, ever since 1990, early '90s. You know, that's when Bloods and Crips started spreading throughout the country. But you got GDs and Vice Lords that don't spread throughout the country since the late '80s. So I don't like this at all. You know, this started back in the late '80s and early '90s, where these gangs from Chicago and LA, these Chicago and Los Angeles gang affiliations started spreading over throughout the country, because you know they can't handle probation. There's no room in these prison cells in America. We need to make more prison cells in Illinois and California. That's what we need to do, instead of just sending these gangster disciples, these Vice Lords, and these Bloods and Crips through other prisons in other states. We need to stop this, or we need to stop our Bloods and Crips and GDs and Vice Lords to stop selling drugs to other cities and recruiting these people from other states. Stop recruiting these people from down south that live with single mothers, you know, in Midwest and East Coast, West Coast, whatever. We need to stop this. And we parents from down south, we could have did this. Parents from down south, Midwest, and in the other parts of the West Coast and the East Coast, we could have did this by raising our kids better, instead of just raising our kids to start up clips before the gangs from Chicago and Los Angeles gang affiliations came here. Y'all black parents should have did this. Let's get into the story about Donald Trump. Find y'all something better to do. Do something positive. You know, Donald Trump is not bothering anybody. You know, all he's trying to do is just speak his word. You know, I know Donald Trump. A lot of people saying that Donald Trump's daddy was a Klansman. I don't know, but find y'all something to do. Y'all are not dissing Hillary. Y'all are not dissing Bernie Sanders. Y'all want to diss Donald Trump, and y'all is not going out voting at all. You know, this crazy. Y'all never did Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton like that, but you want to do Donald Trump. What does Donald Trump do to you? I want to know why. What does Donald Trump do to you? Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, y'all ain't doing none of them, but y'all want to do something to Donald Trump. Because what he said 10 years ago. But I know what Donald Trump said was bad 10 years ago. I know he said it was bad, but that's in the past. This is now. This right here is just crazy. This right here is just a crazy world, man. It is. People these days need to start finding something better to do, finding some hobbies or something. Because this is a trip out world, you know. Most of these presidents be lying anyway. What they gonna do or say? Because I hear it all the time. Ever since Barack Obama became president, and y'all thinking that Barack Obama was gonna do something better, but he hasn't done anything. The only thing that he did was make gas price cheaper and other stuff. You know, I can't even think of. The world that when Barack Obama became president, things didn't get better. You follow what I'm saying? You know, he did some good things. He did a lot of bad things. You know, I agree with some of his policies. I disagree with some of his policies. But like I said before in this video, if you don't like a certain candidate policy points, then don't vote for that person. That's what I think. Like I said before, if you don't like Hillary, don't vote for her. If you don't like Donald Trump, don't vote for him. If you don't like Bernie Sanders, don't vote for him. It's that simple. It's easy said and done. That's why Bernie Sanders is winning right now. You know, a lot of our young black youth is not going out voting at all. They won't sit there and start these ignorant buffoonery. You know, that's going on, which ain't doing nothing. You know, I know some people gonna disagree with me, but that's the truth. But I don't care what people think. I don't care about someone's personal object. I just don't. This is me speaking the truth about this topic. About this topic, you know, I'm speaking good points in this video. You know, we need to stop this PC bull crap and start saying what we want to say. You know. But this is all I got to say about this topic, you know. This is all I got to say, you know. Take it or leave it. But I'm just here to speak the truth about this Donald Trump rap song beef and all of that, you know. People, start your own communities, man. You know, bring a community. Gangster Disciples started growth and development back in the day because the Gangster Disciples started taking care of the communities back in the day, but now they're killing each other. Like the Vice Lord, they did the same thing in their community back in Chicago. The GDs, Vice Lord, Black P. Stones, the Black Disciples, they took care of the neighborhood back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. They took care of everything. But now they just killing each other for no reason. Like the Bloods and the Crips back in the LA days, back in the 60s and 70s, they took care of their neighborhood. But now they just killing each other and spreading throughout the country so much. I don't know why. You know, they don't brought drugs to every city in this country ever since the late 80s and early 90s because of the drug epidemic. You follow what I'm saying? We need to stop this, man. You know, find something to do. Do something that's productive in your life instead of just picking at Donald Trump, instead of just not picking at Hillary or Bernie. You know, do something productive in your life, man. Stop worrying about Donald Trump. If you don't, like I said, if you don't like Donald Trump, get your lazy behind and get up and vote against Donald Trump, or against Hillary, or against Bernie. We younger blacks, we need to stop this bandwagon mentality. We need to stop this sensitive mentality. We need to stop this. We need to stop this this stupid the pro-blacks in the 70s. I'm not talking about the pro-blacks in the 70s, because the pro-blacks in the 60s and 70s did a good job. But I'm just talking about the pro-blacks out here today. We younger blacks, we need to wake up, man. Get your behinds up and go out and vote. You know, because this don't make no sense. Y'all going out there, going to these Donald Trump rallies, fighting, punching people in the face. That's why these Donald Trump supporters put y'all in y'all place. It's because y'all don't have nothing better to do. You know, but there's another situation on this topic. But this is Justin Williams. You know, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and add me on Facebook. I'm out. Peace.